All right, let's be real. How many times have you told yourself, this is it, the day you turn it all around, become your most productive, unstoppable self, and finally stick to that goal? Maybe it's waking up at 5 a.m., reading 10 books a month, hitting the gym every day, or learning a new skill. And then, life happens. You hit snooze, skip a workout, and suddenly, you're elbows deep in a bag of chips wondering, how did I end up here again? I get it. You're not alone, and I'm not here to shame you for it. In fact, I've been there a lot. But what if I told you that you don't need superhuman willpower or endless motivation to stay consistent? You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. All you need is a different approach, a way to make consistency simple, doable, and even fun. So let's talk about how to make that happen. Let me take you back to my not-so-glorious days of inconsistency. Picture this: me sitting on my couch, hyped up after watching some motivational YouTube video. I'm talking fire in my soul kind of hype. I'm writing down goals like run 10 miles every day, eat only kale, start a $1 million business by Thursday. You know, super realistic stuff. Then reality hit. Day 1, I woke up, remembered I hate running, skipped the kale, and decided the business could wait until next week. By day 3, I was back to scrolling Instagram for hours and calling it research. And every time I failed, I'd beat myself up and think, why can't I stick to anything? Sound familiar? Yeah, I see you nodding. But then something shifted. I came across this idea that completely blew my mind. Success isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. That's when it hit me. I was trying to sprint a marathon. I didn't need to go all out all the time. I just needed to show up consistently, even if it was messy. And that's when everything started to change. Here's the thing. Most people fail because they think consistency is about doing big, dramatic things every single day. Nope. It's about starting small. So small that it almost feels ridiculous. For me, it started with one habit: drinking a glass of water every morning. That's it. Not a full-blown workout routine, not an overhaul of my diet, just water. And you know what happened? That one habit gave me a little win every day. And that win built momentum. Suddenly I was thinking, hey, if I can do this, maybe I can add something else. So I did. I started taking short walks. Then I started journaling. The habits stacked up one by one until they became part of my life. So here's my challenge to you. Start with one thing, just one. What's one small habit you can commit to every day? Something so simple you can't fail. Maybe it's making your bed, writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or stretching for 5 minutes. Whatever it is, start there, because small wins lead to big changes. Now let's talk about motivation. You know, that magical spark that makes you feel like you can conquer the world? Yeah, it's a scam. Motivation is the friend who hypes you up and then ghosts you when things get hard. It's great when it's there, but it's completely unreliable. What you need instead is a system. Think of it like this. If you rely on motivation to get things done, you're basically building a house on quicksand. But if you have a system, a way to make your habits automatic, you're building on solid ground. For example, if you want to work out, don't just say, I'll go to the gym tomorrow. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Put your shoes right by the door. Make it as easy as possible to show up. Want to read more? Put the book on your pillow so it's the last thing you see before bed. The goal is to remove friction. The less you have to think about it, the more likely you are to actually do it. Here's a trick that changed the game for me. Track your progress. And no, I'm not talking about spreadsheets that require a degree to understand. I'm talking about simple, satisfying ways to see your growth. For me, it was as easy as crossing off days on a calendar. Every time I stuck to my habit, I'd put an X on the day. Watching that streak grow felt amazing. And when I broke the streak, which, let's be honest, happens, I didn't throw in the towel. I just started a new streak. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Whether it's a journal, an app, or even just a selfie a day, find a way to track your wins. You'll be amazed at how far you've come. You're going to mess up. You're going to have days where you're tired, unmotivated, or just plain over it. And that's okay. Progress isn't about never failing. It's about getting back up every time you do. Think about it like this. If you miss one day, it's a slip. But if you let that one day turn into a week, a month, or longer, that's when it becomes a problem. So when you mess up, and you will, just reset. One bad day doesn't erase all your progress. You're still moving forward. Before we wrap this up, let me ask you something. Why are you doing this? Why do you want to be consistent? If your answer is something surface level like, I want to look good, or I want to make more money, dig deeper. Because when things get tough, and trust me, they will, it's your why that will keep you going. Maybe you want to get healthy so you can run around with your kids. Or maybe you want to pursue your dream because you're tired of playing it safe and wondering what could have been. Whatever your why is, hold on to it. Write it down. Look at it every day. Because when you have a purpose, consistency becomes so much easier. So here's the takeaway. Consistency isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up. Even when it's hard, even when it's messy, even when you don't feel like it. Start small, build momentum, and let your wins stack up. And now here's your first step. Drop a comment below and tell me one habit or goal you're going to commit to starting today. Seriously, I want to hear it. And if this video gave you even a tiny spark of motivation, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this. Let's build this community together, one consistent step at a time.